My background is in manufacturing and recently involved for the last 7 or 8 years with the Shingo Prize. Not sure how many people would know about the Shingo Prize, but I'm part of the International Executive Advisory Board, and Ireland has the largest number of Shingo Prize recipients per capita in the world, so a high achievement. Companies that you might know of that have won the Shingo Prize would be Abbott Vascular in Clonmel, Abbott Longford, Abbott Diagnostics in Longford, Boston Scientific Cork, and a variety of others. You've got AbbVie in Sligo and Abbott in Sligo also. So if anybody wants to discuss anything got to do with the Shingo Prize, you can contact me afterwards. I have a stand also at K16 if everybody wants to come over and have a chat. So I'm going to talk today about advanced manufacturing and autopilot, and I'm just going to really leave you with 2 messages, and I'll talk about those as we go through the process. Again, through all media, you're hearing about robotics, cobotics, artificial intelligence, and based on that, we'll be all out of jobs in 5 years. I don't think that's true, and we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But if we don't prepare to automate, we will all lose our competitiveness within the manufacturing sector here in Ireland. So we need to make sure we don't get left behind and we develop a technology roadmap. But more importantly is that we upskill and cross-skill our employees to prepare for the onslaught of automation. So I manage the new Cobotics Skillnet. Skillnet have roughly about 70 Skillnets in Ireland, and I manage one of those. My background is within the whole area of Lean and Six Sigma, and I'm looking at being involved in the whole area of cobotics and robotics as a continuum, because basically what we're trying to do in terms of automation is solve problems. And if we use technology to solve problems, that's part of the process. Robotics and Drives are systems integrators. If anybody wants to go see them, they're right in this corner over here, and they have 3 cobots on display if you want to figure out what the whole area of cobotics is. Just for people in the audience around cobotics, okay? Cobotics is the integration of humans and robots performing tasks together seamlessly, okay? Now, people might be familiar in terms of robots. We've had robots in Ireland for 30 years, so it's not new. But the advancement of cobotics is relatively new. Will it be truly collaborative in a manufacturing environment? Safety legislation over the years will determine that. But where it is no guarding. It's where humans and robots will work together seamlessly, okay? So who we are, we're made up of these companies: Boston Scientific, the 3 sites in Ireland, Costel in Abbeyfield and Mallow. You've also got Bosch and Lomb, Johnson & Johnson, Integer in Wexford, Thermo King Galway, Merit Medical Galway, the Abbott sites, which have about 6 sites in Ireland, GE Healthcare in Carricktool, Analog Devices, Limerick, and Trend Technologies in Mullingar. So that's the makeup of the steering group, which will set the direction of where the Cobotics Skillnets will actually go towards. So future-proofing, so talk to us, become a member of that cluster network so that we can future-proof your business and avail of customized training through the Skillnet funding model. Just some numbers here, just to put it into perspective. Estimated at the end of 2018, you'll have 2,000 plus robots, cobots in Ireland. And if you just compare that to Germany, they'll have about 30,000. So if you roll that on a couple of years, so that's about 2,000 in about 30 years. So if you just roll that on in about 7 years' time, it'll be double the amount in Ireland, hopefully more than that. But in Germany, it's going to 50,000. So you can see the rate of progress in this space. And Ireland is very much behind the ballpark in terms of international statistics. So here's some of our Cobotics Skillnet. We're actually a knowledge-sharing enterprise-led network. We have a best practice visit in Boston Scientific in Cork, and they're going to openly display a new robotic cobotic system within their process. So that's trying to demonstrate to organizations who are thinking about moving into the space of robotics and cobotics so we can show them what good looks like. Okay, so it's a knowledge sharing. And one of the things, if we relate back to the Shingo Prize, Ireland is unique in able to share knowledge, even with competitor companies, over any other jurisdiction in the world. We have American colleagues and European colleagues that come to Ireland and they're trying to wonder how Irish people connect and able to share stories and knowledge. So that's one of the strengths we have here in Ireland about moving a lot of companies up the value chain. And again, we're looking at the whole area of promoting fundamental ideas around the whole area of smart technologies, okay? Not just robots and cobots, but artificial intelligence, AV and AR technologies. And again, we want to look at future technologies. So from the Cobotics Skillnet point of view, we will search worldwide to find best practice. And we will bring our member companies to those. And some of the companies that we actually go to will be, I'll just list a few of these, we'll go national to Boston Scientific, which I mentioned. We'll go to Costel, Trend, GE Healthcare, Abbott. And then internationally, we'll go to Toyota Motors in Kentucky. We will go to GLR in the UK, Denso in the US as well, and also ABB in the UK. And that's just a sample of the organizations that we're going to seek knowledge from. So destined for failure or not. So these are the two areas that I just want to leave you with for this morning, okay? So prepare and deploy a collaborative strategy technology roadmap. If you go back on organizations who have been involved in Lean and Six Sigma, generally it has been pockets of excellence within facilities and no real joined up thinking, okay? That's been the failure mode for organizations, got to do with Lean and Six Sigma strategies. What I'm trying to make sure here, that people before they go into autopilot of saying automation is where we should be going, is that to stand back and prepare a technology roadmap that has a realistic chance of being implemented, because you do want those systems being able to talk to each other as time goes on rather than independent units. And the second area is invest there early in upskilling, okay? A lot of organizations go to system integrators, but they go to the UK or Germany. There's system integrators in Ireland that can train people to prepare for the onslaught of automation. And one other thing is getting the senior management teams in Ireland prepared for change management, that they're able to manage the change management process with the introduction of high levels of automation in the near future. That's it for me, a whirlwind tour. So thanks very much for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.